So on the eve of Lent, hear this wonderful reflection for us to look at and see how we make sure that our worship of the Lord is straight, is right, and so this is a good examination and preparation of conscience for it. But also at the same time to look at the world, beautiful from the book of Genesis, the creation. We should never get tired of hearing it again and again and again. There's so many things that every time comes up. You know, when God creates, when God said, the word in Hebrew is dabar diberim, and dabar means to speak, to say, and at the same time means to do or act. The very same word means both. So in other words, when God says, He creates. In other words, He's not frustrated. He's all-powerful. All this is being said right here, which is God said, let the waters teem with abundance and live it. As He says, He creates. And then it tells us how the goodness of it all. He's delighted with it. And then finally, when the Sabbath, when the day He rests. So all creation is totally, very much related to the plan of God. Nothing is left out. And so again, it gives us a vision that everything works well for those who love God, as St. Paul would say. So now we're getting ready for Mardi Gras and Fête Tuesday and get ready, but also we keep those reflections in mind. We don't push them aside. They're there in front of us, and then be ready for tomorrow. Whom should we have here for ashes and mass tomorrow here? Because I will be going to the jail in post. So and so if we get Father Ernesto, so who else comes here? Also Father Josh, and then we have a third one, Father Rene. So
usually doesn't come until
we don't
Friday.
usually see him on Wednesdays.
but we can.
Father Ernesto usually goes over to John Newman at noon, but Father Josh is here through lunch.
We can ask him, so. All right, good. Well, then let us continue and remember all the needs, especially for the Holy Father. There's nothing to be afraid or anything. It's normal. Everything is in place. Dioceses, bishops, priests, everything. The doctrine, we don't have to change anything. When they say it's in chaos, no, it is not. Or when they say he's following a very conservative agenda, who's to say that that's conservative? He's following the Vatican Council too, etc., etc. So anyway, it is nothing to be, but rather to admire, but to admire this historical moment. And he said, I lived through it. You and I, we are living through it, and nobody else, in 600 years. So, and then it's actually, I think that it bears to be said that he's after everybody in Vatican II. For the first time, we put in term limits until you're 75, and the Pope receives your letter and then accepts it. So 75. It wasn't easy for the bishops of the Vatican Council to accept it. I remember one of my bishops nearby in Chicago. He went and he was already past 75, and then the Pope sent in his replacement. In fact, he's coming up towards his 75th as well. Bishop, Polish name, next to in Indiana. Anyway, the older bishop, he was on wheelchair, and he went to Rome to advocate for his. He didn't want to be retired. But we took it with kindness and all that for him to accept it. And then the next 5 years, he went back again. Yeah, it was hard for them to accept that. And so now we take it for granted that it's a normal thing. People look forward to it, and now they say now we're being held back 18 months instead of right away. So this was put into the canon law. Now the daddy, the supreme pontiff, now he has taken the initiative to say, okay, I am going to follow the spirit of Vatican II. He sees and respects the Petrine office, that it needs someone able and capable during that time, and so he's giving us the example. That takes a lot of humility. So things are in good hands, and above all in good hands of the Holy Spirit. Okay, let us then continue.